Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
This is the third session of
Good morning.
good morning of the seminar on data science within the European project Education for Technological Literacy and Inclusion. We are within the seminar for lecturers. As you know, the main aim of this project, the project is directed to higher education institutions, lecturers from these higher education institutions that are willing to innovate and introduce new knowledge in their teaching in connection with disruptive technologies. Okay. Now, today, this week, we are in the lecture, the seminar on data science, the very basics applied to cultural management and cultural tourism in tourist destinations. Between September and November, we'll have a special session on coding applied to data science with automated extraction of data by Yvonne Aramburu, an engineer's expert in automated extraction of data through R and Python, and then also inference, statistical and econometrics analysis with Python with Jensi Joni. Okay. Well, having said this, we started at the very beginning by defining information goods. The definition of information good is any good or service that can be digitalized, and that adds value, information value to the customer. We also saw that from the demand perspective, the consumption, there is an increasing utility to consumption, and from the supply perspective, in the internet, the marginal cost of reproduction is very low. So this means that it is very easy easier, let's say, to achieve network economics. Network economics are the positive externalities achieved by the connectivity on the internet. Okay. So it's much easier to achieve the network economics through this ecosystem. We explained some very basic digital metrics. Then we moved on to Google Trends. Google Trends is a proxy to the demand of information. Information supply would be, for instance, if I had a company or if I were an institution, if I publish a website, that is the supply of information. Whereas Google Trend is the demand of information, means that I'm looking for that information, okay? And we analyze Google Trends to see which is the demand of different institutions. We started by Cremona Violin to see what is happening there in Cremona, a very famous city in Italy, in which they make violins, violas, and string instruments by hand. And we also checked for a different exercise. Also, we destationalized the series to see which is the pattern, the main pattern for demand. Then we look for 3 museums, the Louvre Lens, Pompidou Metz, and Louvre Abu Dhabi, to see how they are doing. And last but not least, we look for the Vatican museums to see whether they are recovering from the pandemic. Okay? Okay, so having said this, now we will start with the session on Google Analytics. Google Analytics. I'm sharing the PowerPoint. Can you see the PowerPoint?
Yep.
Yes, okay. This is Google Analytics is the data mining of a very specific website. Okay, Google Trends is massive data. In Google Trends, we look globally how many people are searching for Cremona Violin. Okay, so it is massive. Google Trends is massive data, search engine data for some specific keywords. In Web Analytics, we have, I'm an institution, let's say that I'm a university in this case, for instance, or research institute or a cultural institute, for instance, or opera institution or theater institution, musical institution, whatever. And I want to get to know how my website is performing globally. I want to get to know how my website is performing globally. Okay. So here I'm interested in the performance of my specific website. Okay, my specific website. Before we get into this, I'm going to show what exactly we are talking about. Okay. Can you see my Google?
Yep.
Yes, okay. So I'm going to Google Analytics. Google Analytics. And I have within, it is easy to, you need to have an account within Google Analytics, okay? So this is an account I have in Google Analytics. Through a Gmail. So I get into this.
Better Gmail than your university website email?
No, this is, no, it has to be a Gmail.
That has to be a Gmail. Okay.
Yes, it has to be a Gmail, okay? Okay. So can you see here that the system, Google Analytics system says that they are going to stop processing the Google Analytics of this site in July the 1st, okay? Why is this? Because the European Union is publishing a new new law of protection of information, privacy, and so on. And Google Analytics doesn't fulfill all the conditions, okay, of privacy. Because it is true that you can access the ID and you can access a lot of information from the surface. So the Google Analytics has set up a new system for the European Union, okay? But we are not going to upgrade it yet because we wanted to complete this session, okay? Okay. So here we are. I'm going to look for new users. Can you see here the date? I'm going to say from 1 Jan 2070 to 20 May, 30 May 2023.
Okay.
I custom the date set here. Can you see this? We connection started in 2007. Okay. So this means that we are more than 15 years. We have been monitoring. We have been monitoring a website for more than 15 years, which is a lot. Which is a lot. Okay. Well, this is my private area because I accessed this area with my login, with my password, okay? As you saw. So this is my private area within Google Analytics. So it says the number of users that access your website, the number of sessions, the number of page views, the average number of pages per session, and the duration of the session, whether people stay long or stay just a little in my website, and the bounce rate, okay? But before we go to the bounce rate, What are we talking about? We are talking about that I published a website, okay? And I am monitoring the behavior of the users within my website, okay? I don't know whether I'm clear enough, okay? I have one website, one specific website, which is called scholarsonbilbao.info. This is the website. It is up here. And I am monitoring the behavior of the users within my website. What is bounce rate? Bounce means that they are visitors that reach and leave the website immediately. This is bounce, okay? So bounce rate means every 100 visitors, 67% on average leave the website immediately, okay? In this case, okay? This is the meaning of this bounce rate. And this is key because we have to distinguish between the generated traffic and the quality of the traffic. We are not so much interested in the big volume of traffic. We are interested in traffic of high quality, okay? We are interested in traffic of high quality means that we are interested in attracting visitors to the website who come and stay in the website, okay? Visitors that come and stay in the website. We are not interested in visitors that come and leave the website immediately, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Why is this important? This is important because when you buy Google AdWords to position yourself, imagine that you are an educational institution, okay? And you have the registration period and you think that you are not doing nicely and you need to increase your registration numbers. So you buy Google AdWords, okay? Google AdWords to try to reposition your website and try to increase your demand. That is to try to increase the registration number of in your educational institution. What happens? What happens is that whenever you buy advertising, it is true that the amount of traffic increases heavily. But it is true also that many times, quite frequently, it is traffic which is not of high quality, okay? This means that they are visitors, that they saw the advertising and then they visit the website and they leave it immediately, okay? So this means that they are not really interested in what the products, okay? And this is the issue. And the issue is that we need to distinguish which is the traffic of quality, okay? The traffic of quality is the traffic that comes to the website and stays in the website, okay? So the lower the bounce rate, the better. The lower the bounce rate, the better. Here I go to the location. We want to see more or less where the visitors come from. In this website, they mainly come from the United States, as you can see here, okay? The USA, from the USA, this is number one, okay, USA. Then number two is UK, United Kingdom, and number three is Spain, okay? This means that between, if you sum up United States with UK, so you have almost 19,000 visits from English-speaking countries. And this is also key because English is the language, standard language of the internet, the lingua franca, okay? Lingua franca. This is good news because this website is located in Spain. Actually, it is located here in Bilbao, okay? But although it is located in Bilbao, the visitors come from the USA and United Kingdom, okay? And for us, it's excellent news because we know that our main market as researchers is the USA and the UK. Okay, so this means that that this website is quite well positioned in our target market as researchers, because we are publishing articles in English. And we are obviously we are targeting globally, but the USA and the UK are two big markets. Any question?
No, thank you.
Yes. Okay. So now we have more or less idea of how this Google Scholar website looks like. So I will move on to the PowerPoint. To the theoretical analysis. We already know the website, okay? We already know that we need to measure the website traffic quality. And how can we measure it? We have some, so this website, this connection with Culture Tourism in Bilbao, okay, and this is the website. This website is connected with Google Analytics. As I mentioned before, we connected in the year 2007. So more than 15 years analyzing, monitoring the behavior of Google Analytics for this website, okay? And from the statistical point of view, we will approach the data from two angles. One, the regression analysis with cross-sectional data, and this will be on Wednesday, and regression analysis with time series, which will be on Thursday, okay? We are not going to perform any regression analysis today, okay? Okay, and this is the data. This data is, the work of data mining is quite heavy in Google Analytics, okay? The work of data mining is quite heavy, okay? This is an Excel sheet. We built up this Excel. We needed at least the data size has to be between 30 and 50 in order to perform inference. Okay, so you have to make sure that at least we have reliable data for minimum 30, better 50 traffic sources. So first of all, we have here direct traffic to the website, number of visitors. Then we have pages per visit, okay, pages per visit. This is how many pages in our website do they visit, okay. Then we have average time, whether they stay a lot or no, okay. Then we have bounce rate. This is key because the lower the bounce rate, the better. Lower bounce rate means that it is traffic of higher quality. And then we have the return visit rate. Return bounce rate means that every 100 visits, how many visits leave the website. And return visit rate means that every 100 visits, how many come back in the future to visit the website again. And we break down these variables, the number of visit, pages per visit, average time on site, bounce rate, and return visit for different traffic sources. First, direct referring in search engines. Nowadays, we also monitor social media, okay? I included all data because of a problem of privacy. I didn't want to publish that updated data, but the logic is here, and you see in the website the updated one. Okay, then we included the 10 reference sites by traffic. First, Wikipedia in English. Can you see it? Then Wikipedia Netherlands, Spanish, and different websites. Please see that there is an email here. Can you see the email?
Mm-hmm.
It is a Yahoo. The Google Analytics can even monitor one single email. This is why there is a concern of privacy within the European Union. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
This Yahoo email. then we have these search engines, how Google is performing for us, and how Yahoo search engine is performing for us. And then we break down for keywords. We need to know which are the keywords that are positioning us globally, and how they are operating in the market. Keywords are money nowadays. Okay. Now, words, we know that in the internet there is a whole market of buying and selling keywords. Okay? Google AdWords are keywords, and companies pay for Google AdWords in order to position the websites. Okay, but this is organic positioning. Organic positioning means that it is unpaid. We are positioning a website in a natural way, okay, without paying at all. So this means that we, through statistical techniques and through the knowledge of Google Analytics, we are positioning our website. Okay? And this is called organic positioning. Organic positioning. Okay. Which are the keywords that perform better? Here, look at the keyword Scholar. Scholar has a bounce rate of 16%, which is nothing. So this means that for us, this keyword is performing really well. Okay, with a bounce rate of 16%, it is performing really well. Okay. And there are many keywords with a bounce rate smaller than 50%. According to our experience, any bounce rate smaller than 50% or 55% is performing quite well. I do understand that if you are a business person, you would like to have you wouldn't feel comfortable with a bounce rate of 55%. I understand it. But in this world of the internet, even 55% could be quite a good performing bounce rate. Okay, so we have all these keywords here. Okay. And now we start analyzing this. Do you have any question in connection with this Excel?
No, thank you.
This Excel was built up according to the website, the Google Analytics I already showed you. And the data, and all the data was extracted in the Google Analytics, okay? Okay, and this is the important side. Now, the research question is the following. Which is the relationship between return visit rate and pages per visit? Normally, common sense says that visitors that come again stay longer. Okay, so the higher the return visit, the higher the number of pages per visit. Okay, which are the ones that perform better? We see that direct traffic is performing quite well. Here in this graph, the traffic sources that are on the right-hand side are performing better because the traffic sources that are on the right-hand side have a higher return visit rate, and as a result, a higher number of pages per visit. Okay, so the ones that are performing quite nicely for us are direct traffic, which makes sense. Direct traffic are people that Google the domain and enter into the website through the domain. Okay. Then Bilbao as a keyword is performing quite nicely for us. Guggenheim is performing quite nicely. Referring sites as a whole is performing nicely for us. A museum. Okay. We have here a keyword which is a superstar for us, and Scholar. Can you see Scholar up here?
Mm-hmm.
This keyword is performing outstandingly well for us because it has a very high return visit rate and a very high number of pages per visit. So it is performing really well for us. And then we have this singular email, although we don't know who this person is, but we know that as a result of this email, it is a Yahoo email, the visits that come into the website, the return visit rate is very high, okay? So these are people within this email, there was a link and they are reaching a website through the link within this email, okay? The second approach is to analyze the relationship between bounce rate and return visit rate. The lower the bounce rate, the better. This is common sense. The lower the bounce rate, the better. We need traffic of quality. We don't need a big amount of traffic. What we need is a traffic to generate traffic of quality. That is, we need to generate traffic, visitors that come to our website and stay in the website, okay? This is what we need. Obviously, if we manage to generate a big traffic of big quality, it is even better, okay? But the problem is sometimes, as I mentioned before, is that you are paying for Google AdWords and you are generating traffic, but you are not generating traffic of quality, okay? And normally the users don't know it because they don't have a clue on analytics, okay? So they think they receive the report in which they see that they are paying for keywords, and as a result, the traffic generated has increased substantially, and they are happy with this, okay? But as we saw before, this is not correct. We need to analyze which is, as a result of the advertising I pay, which is the amount of traffic of high quality I'm generating, okay? So I need to generate traffic with very low bounce rate. The lower, the better. So this means that they enter the website and they stay, and traffic that returns. It is very clear that the lower the bounce rate, the higher the return rate, okay? And the higher the bounce rate, the lower the return rate. So the traffic of quality, in this case, the traffic of quality is on the left-hand side of the graphic, of the graph. The traffic of quality is generated by the keyword scholar. So this means that that word is generating economic activity for us, okay? The keyword Bilbao. So this means that this keyword is generating economic activity for us. I don't know whether I'm clear enough, okay? And Museum Bilbao, and also which they are generating economic activity. Can you see here the email up here? The email is an outlier. It is an outlier. It is not on the line. It is an outlier. But look, the ratio of return visits of this email, it's huge. This email had a very strong impact on the traffic to our website, okay? And traffic of quality, as you can see over there. Any question?
So the topics that are under the line are the good ones on the first graphic, isn't it?
This one?
No, the other one.
The good ones are on the left-hand side.
So below the line.
No, on the left-hand side means the low bounce rate. On the horizontal axis, we have bounce rate, okay?
Let me see, because the letters are very small.
Yes, on the horizontal, we have the bounce rate.
Okay.
So the lower the bounce rate, the better. So the good ones, the traffic sources that are performing nicely are on the left-hand side of the graph.
So Wikipedia, is that so?
Yes, we are delighted with Wikipedia.
Okay.
Yes,
Wikipedia.
because Wikipedia is the links in Wikipedia. We didn't generate this content, okay?
Yeah.
In Wikipedia, but it is true that Wikipedia is generating traffic to our website, okay?
Okay.
Traffic of quality, because more or less it has a lower bounce rate than average, okay? Any more questions? Okay. And then we have the relationship between bounce rate and number of pages per visit. The lower the bounce rate, the higher the number of pages per visit. We want to generate traffic of high quality, okay? So again, you see the keyword scholar. The keyword scholar is generating traffic of high quality. Yeah? And then direct traffic, which makes sense because these are the ones that enter the website through by Googling the domain Scholar on Bilbao and Bilbao the keyword. Okay, so the high quality here is on the left hand side. Traffic of low bounce rate and high number of pages per visit. Any question? Okay, and these are the regressions we are not analyzing today. These are the cross-sectional regression with cross-section data. And Wednesday, when we get into regression with cross-sectional data, we will use data from Google Analytics to be very practical. And so now the question is, should we buy Google AdWords? That's a good question. Should I spend money buying Google AdWords? Well, the answer, we don't know. It depends on your positioning, okay? It depends on your positioning. In our case, we managed to position it organically. Organically means that through the knowledge we have of Google Analytics and metrics, the knowledge we have on digital metrics, we managed to position ourselves without spending on Google AdWords, okay? In a natural way. But let's ask a company, for instance, let's say that the company wants to reposition itself globally, company or theater, or opera, or cultural destination. Let's say the website of the city of Bilbao, okay? The website of the tourism Bilbao. Should they buy Google AdWords to reposition themselves? Google AdWords means the following. I'll go to the graph. In Google AdWords, you buy keywords some specific days in some specific hours. So as Google positions these keywords nicely for you, okay? This is Google AdWords. Obviously, advertising is the economic engine of Google, okay? And Google AdWords is one of the financial sources of Google, okay? So it is one of the economic engines of Google, okay? But we are the consumers, customers, and we arise this question. Should we buy Google AdWords? Yes or no? And this is research performed with another website of a cultural tourist destination. Okay, this is the article. Maybe I can upload it to the Google Drive. Okay? And here we are. We have total search. Here in the total search, organic search is our natural positioning through the search engine, okay? whereas total search is the traffic, the organic traffic plus the traffic generated by the advertising I paid for. That is, the total search is the traffic generated organically plus the expenditure in Google AdWords. Okay, so anytime there is these peaks, can you see the peaks? This means that this company is paying for Google AdWords. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes. So it is true that the amount of traffic increases substantially. Okay, the amount of traffic when you pay for Google AdWords, the amount of traffic increases substantially. But what happens with the number of minutes? This is the duration of the visit. The duration is the same. In this case, at least for this case study, it could be different in different case studies, okay? But that in this case study, which is a culture tourism, a very small culture tourism company, the average length of visit is the same in the two cases, for the organic and for the paid, okay? So there is no improve in quality of traffic at all. There's no proof, there is no improvement in the quality of traffic at all, okay? Now we analyze we compare the organic search with the paid search in terms of visits, okay, number of visitors. And it is true here that the number of visits is higher in the first year, second year, third year, but what happens in the fourth year? Surprisingly, in the fourth year, you see that the volume of the amount of traffic generated by paid search is lower than the organic search. What is this? The meaning of this? The meaning of this is that our natural positioning without paying anything at all in the year 2011 is generating more traffic than the paid one. I don't know if I'm clear enough, okay? This is the meaning of this. In the year 2011, the amount of traffic generated by our website in an organic way is higher than the traffic generated by the paid Google AdWords, okay? So the learning of this is that we have to be careful because it could happen that not always the traffic increases. And then what happens with the quality? Look here in this graph below. The quality, we measure the quality in minutes. Quality minutes means that we want people to come to our website and stay. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes. We don't want people to come to our website and leave it immediately. That's bounce, okay?
Yeah.
We want people to come to our website and stay. So the higher the length of visit in terms of minutes, the better. And look what happens here. Surprisingly, the length of visits in minutes of organic search is higher in the 3 years. In the dark line is the paid Google AdWords, okay? So surprisingly, the organic search length in minutes is higher in organic than paid. So this means that we are paying to Google for keywords that are not behaving better than our organic keywords, okay? We are paying for Google to position our website with keywords, but the quality of the traffic generated by these keywords is worse than our organic positioning, okay? And this is why Google Analytics is key, because we need to monitor the quality of our traffic and the quality of our traffic. And when we pay for Google AdWords, that is, we are paying for keywords in order to reposition a website, we need to analyze which is the quality of the traffic generated by these Google AdWords. Okay? This key. So it is not enough. It is not enough to get to know about Google Analytics. It is important to have at least a basic knowledge of Google Analytics. Okay? These are the regression analysis, which I'm not going to analyze today. These are the regressions with time series, which we are going to approach on Thursday with Google Analytics data. But we will analyze all the regression analysis criteria to ensure that they are performed nicely. But all these graphs are with time series. Okay. Okay, so the conclusion is that we have to distinguish the difference between traffic versus quality of traffic. That it is, we feel that it is important that small players have a basic knowledge of Google Analytics, and this means that you need to transform the data supplied by Google Analytics. Okay, there is a heavy work of data mining. Okay, because the strategic indicators are not in the system, we need to build them up from the system. And last but not least is that the Google AdWords, we have to be careful because we have to make sure that when we pay for keywords to Google, we have to make sure that these keywords are performing nicely. Okay. And just to finish, thank you very much. I'm going to show you a little bit more the website, and I would like to open the floor for questions if there's any. So this is the website. Where does the data come from? The data comes from here. Can you see the data? This is the data. So the bounce rate, pages per visit, average duration. Okay, so the data is here. We need to build up the Excel. We need to build up the Excel. To in the way I showed. Here's the overall traffic. And you see direct. Here's the data. Direct traffic, referral, social, organic search. Okay. So, but it is important to build up the system in the way we showed in the PowerPoint. Okay. Any question?
Yeah, Beatriz, thank you for your session. You just mentioned one question that I find quite challenging. How does it? How is the data protection and the privacy work in this data analytics? How can you protect your data, and how can also how do you deal with the data that other people are doing? How do you rely on the data you are getting?
Well, the reliability of the data is of high quality. Okay? The problem is the privacy, as I mentioned before, up to now. Within the European Union, you saw that, for instance, can you see here the mail? We are analyzing the quality of data, return rate, and number of pages per visit, and we have this mail. It's not difficult to get to this mail. Crossing, we can get to know where this email comes from, the village or the town. We can get to know the ID. Okay, we can get to know at the end, more or less, we can have a lot of information. And there is this concern of privacy, okay? According to the European Union law, the new law, which is going to get into force in next August, this system is not reliable, okay? Because it's not, privacy is not protected here. This is,
Yeah.
is explained in a clear manner, okay?
Yeah.
So
And
now, what is Google Analytics going to do? They at least within the European Union, they are going to aggregate data, okay? Instead of, they are going to delete IDs and they are going to offer more aggregated data. This is what I can say.
Yeah, but also most of this data that you are accessing depends on the how do you collect those data? I mean, I see you're saying so many visitors in this kind of museum. Are you sure that all the visitors have been collected? I mean, how do you ensure that they are also the data you are reaching are reliable in the sense that every single institution should have also a reliable source of data?
Yes, Google Analytics is quite reliable.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
But how do they count on it? On people? How do they?
Yes, because, excuse me, I didn't explain at the beginning that when you register your website in Google Analytics, we registered this website, okay? We add a script, a coding supplied by Google Analytics at the end of each page one by one. So we add in HTML language the coding supplied by Google Analytics in each page one by one, and activate the monitoring of Google Analytics in each page one by one. This is why it is accurate, because we have activated all the web pages one by one in our website. We have activated in Google Analytics. If you don't activate your pages in Google Analytics, they don't have the information at all. Okay. So, but if you activate each page one by one in Google Analytics, they have all the information. Okay. All the information. Every single piece of information connected with your website, even the electronic commerce performed through the website, sales you perform through the website, everything. So this means that Google has all the information of the website, everything. And also could, I don't know, it is a problem of privacy and human rights, but they could go to a single individual, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. But it's very useful, okay? This is the Excel, this is an Excel sheet we build up. The clue is to build up this way, okay? The clue is to include the variables we already analyzed, and these graphs, and make sure that we can perform that the size of the sample is big enough. Big enough means between 30 and 50 traffic sources. Okay, then we start calculating the return visit against the pages per visit, bounce rate against return per visit, and bounce rate against pages per visit. Okay, and manage to analyze the quality of the website and monitor the website. I've seen companies, for instance, that are being monitored by consulting companies that give them the Google Analytics reports, and they don't give analytic analysis at all. Okay, not a strategic. They don't apply statistics and econometrics to Google Analytics data, and this is a problem. Any more questions?
No.
Yes. Beatrice, I have a question
Yes.
for Google Trends.
Yes.
When I tried it out in Google Trends to compare culture management and arts management, there are many countries. If I scroll down to see the countries, there are many countries completely gray. Why? I mean, I don't really believe that in Europe nobody Googles culture management. Right? Why is this?
Well, maybe you know it better than me, Kari, but I think that in the Anglo-Saxon world, they use art and culture as the same. Whereas in the French environment, art and culture is not 100% the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it seems to not present any data on some regions at all.
I will check it. I will check it for you, and I will get back to you tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
If I may, in Google Trends, you say.
Trends, yeah.
Yes. I will check it for you, and I will come back to you tomorrow with this question, if I may.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Karin. Any more questions? Okay, so I think we will finish this last session for today. And I would like to thank you very much for attending the seminar for lectures. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock Spanish time here, so as we can analyze network analysis methodology applied to culture tourist destinations. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Beatriz. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow.